Hello all and greetings of the day. I am Parikshit Vinayak Joshi from Vadodara, Gujarat, and this is my story. My story underlines one of the most basic as well as one of the most important fundamentals of our Indian culture, that is our values and ethics. The title of my story is Whatever Happens, Happens for Good Reason. Once upon a time there lived a mighty king. He was pious in all the aspects of life. The only live fault he had was his short-temperedness, which was known to all the people of his kingdom. He was as mighty as the sun, if one may want to compare to. But you know that even the sun has sunspots, so his short-temperedness acted like sunspots upon his character. He had a very wise noble in his court who would guide him in every decision the king would make, and he would also accompany the king wherever he went. In fact, the nobleman was the only one in his kingdom who could calm the king's anger down. One day the king was practicing sword fighting in his backyard, and the practice was so fierce that the king accidentally chopped off his own finger. The king started yelling in pain, and soon the king's pain turned into anger, and the courtiers got terrified. They knew that there was only one man who could calm the king's anger down, and that was this nobleman. So they all approached him, and the nobleman pleaded to the king that, "Your Majesty, yelling at your chopped finger would not help in growing a new one. So please stabilize yourself. You have a whole kingdom to handle. Why are you crying over your chopped finger? Remember that whatever happens, happens for good reason." Now, usually the king used to calm himself down upon the words of the nobleman, but this time it didn't happen. The king yelled back at the nobleman that, "I have lost my finger over here, and you are telling me to keep quiet and accept that this happened for good reason?" And before the nobleman could clarify his grounds, the king ordered his soldiers to imprison the nobleman. The nobleman stood helpless, but he stood strong upon his words because he believed in them. Few days passed and the king decided to go on a hunting trail alone. Now the nobleman usually would accompany the king on his hunting trail, but as the nobleman was imprisoned, this time the king was alone. While venturing into the forest, the king accidentally stepped upon a trap, and sooner or later he found himself hanging upside down on a tree. After some time, some tribal people came, they pulled his body down, they tied him to ropes and took him to the village. On their way to the village, the king asked the tribal man, where are they taking him and why are they taking him? The tribal man replied that, "We are taking you to our village so that we could chop your head off and offer your head as an offering to our gods and goddesses so they would be happy on us." The king was shocked to hear this, but as he was alone, he was helpless, and he sat down there peacefully. After some time, they arrived their village, and then something miraculous happened. The village chief decided to examine the king's body before chopping off his head. And while examining his body, he found that he didn't have one finger. He had only 9 fingers, and according to them, he was handicapped. And according to their traditions, it is not allowed to chop off a handicapped person's head. So the chief pondered upon this thought for a while and gave the decision that set him free. He is not fit for us. His head should not be chopped off. It is against our tradition. The king was astonished upon hearing this, but he certainly was happy. And on his way home, he recalled the words of the nobleman that whatever happens, happens for good reason. He felt guilty of imprisoning him, and after coming home, he set him free. He narrated the whole incident to the nobleman, and the nobleman, upon hearing this, thanked the king that, "Oh, your Majesty, you saved my life." The king got curious and asked him, "How did I save your life?" The nobleman replied that, "Your Majesty, if you would not have imprisoned me that day for giving you advice, then I would definitely have accompanied you on your hunting trail and would have got caught into the trap, and I, being fit, would have got my head chopped off. So because of your imprisonment, I am alive today." The king was very impressed upon the words of the nobleman, and he rewarded him, and it all ended well. Now, this story plot might not be applicable in today's world, but the message it conveys surely is. We tend to think that only bad things are happening in our life, but what we don't know is the good things which are planned for us in the upcoming future. So just keep doing good karma, whatever the circumstances prevail, and always remember that whatever happens, happens for good reason. So I thank you all for investing your precious time into listening my story. Stay safe and have a nice day. Thank you all.